Welcome to War 1 and 2 of Season 27. This season will be a little bit different. We're pushing some wars and we're not pushing others. So this will just be kind of a little bit of an odd season. There's not going to be any PR or death totals or any of that stuff, so I'm not going to be keeping all that, and no cards or anything. So I started it with my favorite card that it's a classic quote, so I figure some people might get a kick out of that. Starting here in section 1, I have this Nova, and then someone else will take that second fight. Here I'm reading this High Ground. I haven't really paid too much attention to it. I still don't really quite understand what it does other than the true accuracy thing and the energy damage, but it doesn't seem that big of a concern to me. Going into this fight, it's a Nova, so pretty much you just hope he doesn't get to a special 3. Other than that, it's a pretty simple fight. But things can get squirrely on this. I have died to a Nova on this fight because that Shroud and Fraud really increases his damage quite a bit. So there I ate it, but what I'm trying to do and what I learned from fighting him a few times is do your best to keep him in the corner as much as possible. This helps with controlling that power, because when he's not able to just dash back and in so often, then it reduces the chance that he'll get too much power, and it also makes him more likely to throw a special one, I've noticed. So if you can corner Nova, then it's pretty easy, usually. Going in here into section 2, this is path 6. This first node is the rage node. This is a long fight. You can see I'm not boosting too big because, once again, this war was a push war, and I just was still boosting, but this is a rage node, so I'm going to be hitting the rage cap anyway. So my strategy going into this was to stick mostly to light attacks, but then I saw my light attacks were triggering the Fury as well, so that changed things up a little bit. And so after that, I was pretty much straight into heavies, and then here I threw the special to go ahead and nullify the Furies that had built up before they get out of control. And you can see here I pretty much just switched into just straight throwing heavies, and then I throw that special one there, and I realize that it's not really doing too much for me, and unless I'm going to go into a light combo using the Aura Hazardous Wrath to steal power, it's really not all that useful. So I think that's the last special, if I remember right. And so then after this, it's just parry heavy. And I did practice on evading Hit Monkey Special 1. I talked about that like last season or the season before or something like that. So I did get better at that. And you can see here it's going pretty well. It's just a bit of a long, boring fight, but there's a lot of things that can mess you up. The purple one would let him evade if I attacked him while he wasn't stunned, so that's something to keep in mind. But for the debuff shrug, because of the heavy nullifying the Fury, which applies a shock to Hit Monkey, the shock is being consumed by the orange Primal Rage, which is what allows the debuff shrug. So it is why Doom's really good for Hit Monkey on a rage node. Basically, you just parry heavy. It's a bit of a boring fight, and it's easy to mess up because all it takes is one 3-hit combo from him, and his medium light medium will torch pretty much any champ in the game. And I think that's about all there is for Hit Monkey. Trying to think of any other tips for this. Not really. I'm not sure who would be a better option here. Maybe Archangel. Archangel with White Mags pre-fight. would probably be pretty good. But again, you'd probably want a Horseman Archangel for the higher ability accuracy to get more bleeds on there more consistently. So here you can see I threw the special 3 because it's below 2.5%, so I know this is going to kill him. And at this point I was like, that fight was really long. which is a bit boring, but it is what it is. And it's the safe place. So this long shot will not be a long fight. Here I am with Torch. I'm gonna pre-fight, and that's pretty much all there is to it. This has Power Focus 2 and Aggression Prowess, so he's going to get to a Special 2 more than likely, but Torch is immune to the Incinerate, so that's not really a big deal. And the Flame On will speed up this fight considerably, so that won't be a concern. And other than that, it's a Mystic against Torch. He's just gonna melt. So like, I'm literally just like, I don't care. I'm just pushing him right away. Like, if he throws a special, whatever. And he's just going to melt, which is what Torch does, which is lovely. And there we go. So that was the end of War 1. And I only had 3 fights. And here going into War 2, I only have the 1 fight. Pretty much we needed a counter for this, an Airwalker on node 18, which is the hazard shift and physical resist. I forget what was on node 9, but I think Karate Mike, he took that with Ghost. And then I was just here to take this fight. And then I have Torch and White Mags as pre-fights or possible backup with Torch, just to see where it was needed. And that's pretty much it. For this fight, though, I took this similarly to the way I fought a Black Widow Deadly Origins. I did my best to reparry and to keep him from throwing special ones, because I've tried to evade his special 1, but it's like so very odd. So here I was just trying to bait the special 1. There, I finally get it. And I do not understand how Airwalker worked, because I thought he had to have 10 Dark Tides on you before you get a passive Dark Tide. Oh well. I don't really know much about Airwalker. I know how to fight him, but I don't know what his, like, he's kind of an ineffective champ, so you don't really know what he does. And as for a special 2 evade, like, you can see it right there, like, you can evade it. You can see there the special 1's just trying to think of, it's kind of like evading Scarlet Witch's SB1. It's just odd. So here I started seeing how much health I was losing from the armor break and all that, and then I looked it up afterwards and saw the degen and all that stuff, and I was like, what? So but yeah, there's War 1 and 2 down, with more wars to come, and we'll see how it goes. Y'all have a good one.